Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am up ugly early this morning and it's raining. Nobody said anything about the rain, so wasn't supposed to rain until like, I don't know, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. It's supposed to be 69 Monday, but rained yesterday. It's raining today. I had asked my husband, I said, is it going to rain? Because my body tells us when it's going to rain. He said, no. And it rained. So anyways, I just wanted to share with you what I got from my leftover turkey and talk a little bit about what I've been seeing. The dogs are awake, getting all hopped up. Comments I see everywhere now about depression era cooking, and this right here is essentially, you know, modern day depression era kind of cooking. It's utilizing everything that you have. So what I ended up getting was, and I had a relatively small turkey, I got 8 pints of turkey hash, and I made 2 kinds. I call that one turkey hash O'Brien, and then we just got the regular potatoes and meat, and that's just really a way to stretch your meats. So we got 8 cans of those, and then I got 9 jars of the turkey broth. I got 3 jars of turkey gravy. I got the bone meal for the garden, and if you really grind it up into a powder, I told y'all you can supplement this if you have to make dog food, so it can be a supplement for them. And I got dog food, and I got a package of sliced turkey that you can use for whatever you want. Sandwiches, hot sandwiches. I think there's a name for them up north. When I lived in California, we called it back east. But where you do it on bread, and you put the meat and hot gravy, and then you have mashed potatoes or whatever, and a vegetable and stuff with it. Hot open-faced turkey sandwich, and they also do it with roast beef. It's one of my favorite diner foods. It's a diner food. So I mean, you can do whatever you want, cut it up, make pot pie, use your gravy, your canned mixed vegetables, or turkey stew, or turkey soup, whatever you want. And the benefit to canning broth from any of your bones, chicken bones, beef bones, turkey bones, ham bones, you've seen me do all of this, I've done pork broth, is think about water. It's up there, you know, it's another form of storing a water. You can cook with it, you can drink it, and it has more nutrients, you know, if you're needing them. So, and this is essentially a bone broth because of how long I cooked it. So that is everything I got from my leftover turkey, which I don't think is anything to poo-poo. And then with the depression era cooking, I'm seeing a lot of people, mostly younger, 20s, 30s, saying that they don't like depression food, they don't like depression cooking, or they've seen other channels, you know, this is in the side chats and blogs and things like that, and somebody will be cooking something and they'll say, that's poor people food, or I don't want to eat depression food. And I don't know if that's our fault and how we've raised people, children, that are now grown people. But I think the thing is, the difference now compared to the first depression was the foods that will be available to us are going to be a little bit different than what they had. They were rationed. Um, and that's a possibility here. With what's going on in the UK and other parts of the world, I don't see how we will be immune to that financially and whatnot. But, if you go back, we aren't going to have the same commodities because we have issues with wheat and things like that. And they really relied on flours and stuff to make things stretch and make their own breads. So, we have to stockpile it right now because we're just unsure that, the availability will be there. Eggs weren't quite as big an issue then. Even if they were rationed, they were plentiful. And we don't have that situation. And then, we're taking out turkeys and chickens and ducks and geese and what have you for the bird flu. So I don't know. I think we're going to have to recondition like soul food. Soul food came out of, what was available, and it's delicious food, but it's not exactly rich people food, but it's delicious. And that came out of what was available for them at the time. So I don't know. I think we have to kind of revamp how people think. And as long as you make foods delicious, it shouldn't matter the cost or the ingredient. But I found that very interesting that, all of these young people are saying, I don't want to eat poor people food. That's poor people food. I don't like Depression era cooking. That's Depression food. I don't want to eat that. So, I don't know. I think we're going to have to really get creative. And I think we will be creating different recipes this time around than what they had back then, just due to the ingredient situation. So, I just thought I'd put that out there. It's something to think about, that, we may want to start adding some different foods to the kids' diets now. People that have small children, not so sure what we can do with the younger people other than make delicious foods and try and normalize recipes and not make it look like they're eating in poverty or what. I think that's it. It's like a stigma of poverty or something, but you don't have to be exactly poor to eat like this. We're all trying to save money in every way we can so we can be warm and afford the utilities and things like that. So, everything has gone up. Gas is coming down though, but I expect that to go back up again at some point. And then if you haven't heard, I'm just going to throw this in there because this is just happened overnight, was North Carolina had a county, or counties, a city, that had their electrical plant vandalized is the word they're using, but apparently someone or people shot it up. So there are a lot of people without power in North Carolina. Apparently it's possibly due to a drag show, and I'm not even going to get into all of that. If you guys have seen the Tractor Supply videos, I'm just not going to get involved in all of that drama. You do what you feel you need to do. I think it's our responsibility to keep our children away from certain things. You wouldn't take them to a strip club. It's all adult entertainment is how I look at it. I'm from California, so some of that, that was adult entertainment. I don't remember, what's going on now, going on back then, but it's sad what's going on in the community with that situation. But so that apparently is the reason for why whomever did it did it. Now, being that I don't think they've caught the people, I don't know how they'd know that. So I will post some articles down below concerning that power attack. So, which is concerning because, goodness, somebody going and shooting them up. It's kind of scary to think how easily the power can be taken out by anybody. I mean, wouldn't that be a case of like domestic terrorism? I don't know. Seems like it would be. So, anyways, I don't care how mad you get, you don't do stuff like that and punish the whole populace because of your opinion. That's kind of crazy. So, anyways, just thought I'd share. This is everything I got from my turkey, and maybe we can work on our young people to get them to enjoy some different types of food and some different types of cooking, and create, I think we'll be creating our own version of Depression era cooking, being we are going to be working probably with different types of ingredients. So anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day. It's going to rain, so I think I'm going to start some canning this morning. Get ready for some cheese projects coming up. And yeah, you all be well. I want to thank you all that actually watch the videos to the end, that watch me at all, that comment, that subscribe, that thumbs up. It really helps the channel. This is not a political channel, but it is my channel, and sometimes I may have an opinion on something, and it may not come out the most eloquent because of the censorship, and so I get frustrated trying to express myself. I lose a lot of subscribers when I bring things up. I'm sorry, but I do have a right to how I feel as well, and I do try to explain myself as best as possible, but it's very hard when most of the words are on a banned list. And speaking of which, part 2 of the Twitter files will be out tonight. So if you're interested in that, that'll be coming up. So, yeah, you all take care. I will see you soon. Thank you very much for the support of the channel. Just wanted you to know that.